Hello everybody and welcome to the second ever broadcast brought to you live and direct from XP Metal Detectors. My name is Michael Eakers and I am going to be one of your hosts for today's show, and boy what a show we have planned for you today. So if you're here to learn all about the new Icon range of metal detectors and see and hear them in action, then you really are in the right place. Now don't forget, this is completely live, so anything can happen during this show and it could be potentially out of our control. So please bear that in mind. That being said, make sure you come and say hello in the comments below. And towards the end of the show, we're going to be taking some questions from all of you about the Icon and anything else that you want to ask us. So make sure you stick around to the end, because that's going to be your chance to put your questions directly to XP Metal Detectors. Now, the show today is going to last for around 1 hour, so we've got a lot to get through. So without further ado, I think it's probably time to go straight in with a nice video prepared for you with regards to the Icon metal detector. Let's do it. Okay, so there we are. There is the Icon and the Icon X in action, and that clip is taken from one of our latest videos, which of course is going to be online soon for you to watch as well. But I'm not your only host for this evening. In fact, we're joined by a very special guest indeed. And if you remembered the last live show, you'll remember this guy very well because he needs no introduction. However, some say that the contents of his pockets alone are enough to fill 40 kilograms worth of airplane luggage. And when his telephone rings, living room lights as far as the Pyrenees have been known to dim. We of course know him as the Oracle, but let's welcome Sylvain into the show. Hello Sylvain, are you there?
Hello everybody, thank you for the introduction.
No problem. How are you this evening? Are you doing good?
Yeah, great. Happy to be here and happy to be the co-host of this live.
Excellent. Great stuff. Well, as I said, we do have a lot to get through in tonight's show, so we're going to try and move the pace on as fast as humanly possible. First up, we want to go through some news. So we've got a couple of bits of news aside the new Icon range of detectors that we want to get through. Play that for you. Perfect. So welcome to XP News. As you know, we have recently launched our new range of metal detectors, which are of course the XP Icon and the Icon X. However, there are some other products that we would like to mention as well. So very recently we also announced a new stem option. In fact, there's two new stem options for you to have a look at. So I'm just going to bring a picture on the screen for you now, and then we can all have a look at it together, and then we'll know exactly what we're talking about. Here we go. So hopefully you can see that particular stem. We have introduced a full carbon fibre upper stem, as well as a lower stem as well. And this is known as the D044 Super Light stem. Is there anything you want to add to that, Sylvain?
It could be a really good option to upgrade your DS2 if you already have one. And yes, it's. I think it's the lightest stem, as we know.
It is indeed. It's the lightest stem on the market today. In fact, it could very well be the lightest stem ever produced for a metal detector as well. So it is incredibly light. And it's a real pleasure to use as well, because of course you've got the rigidity of the carbon fibre, and of course it's just super light to swing as well, which is really good. Now, with regards to this stem, I believe the weight actually of this particular unit is very impressive, and just to give you kind of an idea as to how much this weighs, it is similar to this can of metal detecting beverage. This is an unnamed beverage, but I'm sure you can all purchase a beverage similar to this, and that stem weighs exactly the same as one can of this popular beverage. Just to point out that this is not available in any shops, and you cannot order this from your local dealer. Maybe one day. But to give you an idea as to how light that stem is, it really is incredible. Another thing to point out with it as well is that if you want a really super light setup for your DS2, then of course you now have the option to add the Icon 28cm coil to that stem as well, and that's going to give you a super light configuration to go metal detecting with. And it's important to remember that even with the 28cm coil, that is just, it's so light, isn't it? It's incredible, Sylvain, really incredible.
Yes, it's as I remember, yes, it's 700 grams, I think, with
710 grams,
yes.
Yeah, with the coil.
Under 700 with this one.
Yeah.
With yes.
Absolutely. So if you do want the lightest configuration possible, then go for the D044 Super Light stem with the new Icon coil, and you really have something that is incredibly light, efficient to use, and of course you're going to be able to detect with it all day as well, which is very impressive. But also we do have something else to show you as well, because this is part of the news section. So let me show you this picture. This one here you see is different to the D044. This is the D044C, which is the stem that you're probably used to if you have the XP DS2, only now we've introduced a carbon fibre upper and lower stem, making it even lighter still. Have you used this one yet, Sylvain?
It's my current configuration actually, so yes.
Yeah.
Because I like the adjustable armrest, but yes, it's my configuration actually.
Yeah, and I think some of the subtle differences that you'll get with this particular stem with regards to the D044 Super Light stem is, of course, it's a slightly more premium model. Yes, it's a little bit heavier, but you do get nice luxury things like, for instance, the rubber grip for your hand, and as you said, the adjustable arm cap as well. So for extra comfort and flexibility, depending on your size, this might be the option for you to go for. And it's important to mention as well that this particular stem is now shipped with the DS2. So if you're thinking about purchasing the DS2, now's no better time, because this is the option that you will get with your DS2, which is fantastic news, I think. Absolutely wonderful. So we've had a look at the two new stem configurations. Of course, we do have some other news as well, and that is the icon. That's what you're here to hear about, and that's what you're here to see. Now, we do have some extra news for you, which is the manual for the icon, and that is going to be available very soon, Sylvain. Do you want to tell everyone when that's going to be available for people to go on the website and download and view?
At the end of the show. I think you could hear me right now better, but yes, at the end of the show, I will we will make it available on the manual section.
Perfect. So right at the end of the show, when the show has finished, you'll be able to go onto the XP Metal Detectors website and download your own copy of the XP Icon manual, and inside of that manual you will get all the information you need with regards to these new detectors, whether it's the Icon or the Icon X, and you'll get to see the difference. But of course you will also get to see the difference in the show as well. After the show today, you are also going to have access to our latest video as well, which actually features myself going out in the field, demoing the Icon and the Icon X with some targets in the field. So again, after the show, lots happening, so stay online even when we aren't essentially here. So moving on, we have got a lot to get through today, as I said.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to add to that, Sylvain?
No, go on. We have plenty of things to do. To show.
Okay, perfect. So next up, I just want to go straight into a video, which is essentially showing me unboxing the Icon or the Icon X metal detector in this video. So if you're interested to see what's inside of the box and what you're going to get when yours comes through, then have a look at this, and this will give you a bit of an idea as to what we have packaged inside of the box. Yeah, and there we go. That's everything inside of the box. So it's relatively simple. If you own an XP Deus 2, you're probably very similar to the layout of the box itself. One thing you'll notice in there is that you now have something called a V support, and that is a really nice feature. We do have a video on that as well, so I'll try and play that for you now, but let's just see if I can find that one. We were talking about the V support earlier, actually, Sylvain, weren't we? And we were saying how we really like the fact that you can now remove the support and put it into different configurations. So I think that the next clip you'll probably find quite interesting. Let's have a look.
XP have introduced a new charging system for the coil, and it is designed to be simple and practical in everyday use. Both detectors now use USB-C connectivity, and to access the connector, simply press the front button to unlock the protective cap. We have also introduced a stronger remote support system across the whole range. You can easily identify the updated version with the PA20% FV marking. Mounting and removing the remote is very easy, but it's important to use the correct gesture. Now, with your thumb underneath the remote, it simply slides forward and off. You can clearly hear and feel the locking click when it's properly secured. We now offer a brand new V support, which gives you multiple setup options depending on your own preference. You can position it under the armrest for wall support, under the handle for ground support, or remove it entirely for a much cleaner setup.
Yeah, and there you go. That was obviously a lot more in there than the V support, but it shows you now that essentially the bit that rests the detector on the floor or on the wall. You can either have it on, you can change the configuration as to where you put it, or of course you can actually completely remove it for an even lighter configuration. And again, that all comes with the XP Icon and the Icon X in the box, as you saw on the unboxing. But there's just one part in the video that I want to skip to.
Clearly hear and feel the...
Let's just go back to this section. Here we go. So here we've got the new STEM remote holder. Now you can identify it really simply as explained in the video, because it has a PA6 20% FV marking, and this is now across the whole board. Okay, so every metal detector that we offer, you will now receive this particular STEM mount. And one thing I can say is that if you have recently purchased your metal detector and it doesn't have this on it, then do contact your local distributor. Maybe they can help you out with the updated part. Unfortunately, if you bought it a little while ago and you don't have the latest one, then yes, you do obviously have to purchase this new part. But in the video, you can see just how securely it fixes on with a nice click as well.
Mounting and removing the remote is very easy, but it's important to use the correct gesture. Now, with your thumb underneath the remote, it simply slides forward and off. You can clearly hear and feel the locking click when it's properly secured.
Yeah, perfect. So that is the click that you're aiming for when you take the remote on and off. So whether or not it's the XP Icon, the Icon X, or of course the XP Deus 2, you want to be feeling that click, and that click is telling you that it's on there securely and that it's fixed and that it's really not going to go anywhere at all. Anything you want to add to that, Sylvain?
No, yes. Now I think we have the perfect solution. So yes, it's secure. It's great.
Perfect.
Normally had, yes, you could normally hear that. So yes, nothing to add with that.
Great, perfect. So now we can move on to the next segment, and this is where we're actually going to show you the difference between the XP Icon and the Icon X, because believe it or not, there is a slight difference. So let me pull up this image for you, and then we can discuss it together. Perfect, here we go. Okay, so Sylvain, do you want to sort of briefly run through some of the differences between the new Icon and the Icon X, and hopefully help people understand why they might want to choose one or the other?
It's quite simple. In fact, it's two brothers. So there is a little, there is a big brother, and yes, it shares very similar features. All work up to 40 kilohertz on multi-frequency band. It's all automatic, so you don't need to choose anything relating to the multi-frequency operation. On single frequency, there is one more option for the Icon X. Regarding the audio, we will talk about it later, but there is some enhanced audio type with the Icon X. But without letting the icon, without some great choice about the audio, reactivity, an extended range for the Icon X, but well enough to have a great experience with the icon. The discrimination, yes, a little improvement. Factory programs, but yes, it's share really the same DNA, and yes, both machines are great in my mind.
Perfect. So just to kind of recap, to give everyone a rough idea, these machines are both fast multi-frequency machines, correct? Right.
Yeah.
And up to 40 kilohertz as well, which is very impressive. It's very similar to the Deus 2 in terms of its performance, that's for sure.
Up to 40 kilohertz, like yes, like it's Big Brother the DS2, and if you pair it with the HF2, you could go up to 89 kilohertz as well, like the DS2. So yes, but
Perfect.
it's just automatic. You couldn't choose the multi-frequency band on the icon. That's the main difference.
Okay, and we can also see there that you have a choice of mono frequencies as well. So the icon operates between 4 kilohertz and 14 kilohertz. So you can select which one, either 4 or 14, and then you have a mono frequency of 4 kilohertz up to 28 kilohertz. Is that correct?
Yes, 4, 14, and 28 on the Iconics. So one more options, and yes.
Perfect. And the other difference, which I think will be a decider as to which one you want to purchase, is of course the amount of factory programs that you get as well. So the Icon has 3 factory programs plus 3 user programs. Now, what I believe user programs means is sort of customized program slots. Is that correct?
Yeah, but with the Icon, you have the 3 main sort of program as well as the Iconics. The Iconics is more precise. You are yes, it's more. You could go a little further with the Iconics because yes, for example, there is a forest program on the Iconics. There is no forest on the Icon, but if you tweak the Icon, you could have quite the same program on this one. So yes, no, just a little less option on the Icon.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think we understand. So lastly, Sylvain, I think a good question to ask is why would you choose one over the other? So why would somebody choose the Icon over the Icon X and vice versa? Could you help us out with that?
I think main reason will be certainly the price, because the Icon is cheaper than the Iconics. So yes, for the first time it starts under the 500 euros step. Iconics a little more expensive. But regarding the option, I may say that maybe the Iconics will be a better choice if you really want to go on the beach, for example.
Yeah.
Because of the reactivity settings. But in fact, yes, if you want to go further on if you like really the detection and you really believe that you want to go further, yes, the Iconics will be a good choice. And yes, also maybe for some sound option too, you could have more features with the Iconics. Yes, really good options with the Iconics in addition. And but the Icon is a great choice in any case, because yes, you could reproduce some programs from the Iconics in the Icon if you go inside the settings. And yes, both machines are really great. I think. Oh yes,
I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what happened then.
Oh great.
Yeah, apologies.
A little technical problem maybe.
Yeah, always a technical problem. Hopefully Sylvain kept you all informed on the differences between the Icon and the Icon X, because I think they're really important differences, and obviously there's the price, which is a very important factor as well. If you are on a budget and you want still a really quality detector in its price range, then of course the icon is the perfect thing for you. But if you want that slightly more enhanced version, then yeah, of course you can go for the Icon X. So another thing that we need to go through is of course the compatibility, and we like to call this the XP ecosystem. And one thing that I think is really important and should never really be overlooked is of course the fact that all of your Deus 2 accessories will essentially work with the icon. That's right, isn't it, Sylvain?
Yes, and I really like this philosophy we have in XP, is the fact that, as I usually say, you don't really buy an XP metal detector. You invest in an XP metal detector, because
Right.
in fact every accessory, every coil will be compatible between the Deus 2 and the icon. Because
Let's have a look
all
here.
the FMF family, yes. Only one exception, it's about the experimenter, but except that, everything is compatible. Every headphones, every coil, yes, and stem also, MI6 of course, and they go terrain as well. Yes.
So there's one thing I've noticed on this picture, and that's the bone conduction headphones. Am I right in saying that the original bone conduction headphones won't work for obviously the icon, but there's a new version available? Is that right?
Yes, it's because it's a different plug. So
Yeah.
yes, we have to change this. So we can't make it compatible. You have to buy another one, which is the BH02 instead of the BH01 for the DS2. But except that, everything which is wireless will be compatible with the icon, and also the opposite. You could you will be able to pair the icon coil to the DS2 and etc.
Yeah, and that's a really good feature actually, because now of course you have the option to go for that really super light stem which I was talking about earlier, and that of course means that you can add the Deus 2 to that particular configuration as well, which is really important. Perfect. Is there anything else you want to add in terms of compatibility and the ecosystem in? I think it's a really great feature. The fact that you can add all of the products that you've already purchased to this detector and vice versa. I mean, in terms of flexibility, that is really an incredible thing, right?
Yes. Again, it's yes. It will be all compatible, including the old headphones. So for all people who buy some old headphones, mono headphones, it will be compatible also with the icon, and so you don't. Yes, everything we could make compatible will be compatible.
Yeah, perfect. So I now want to talk about the programs as well, because we've talked about the differences between the Icon and the Icon X, and one has 3 programs, one has 6 programs. But let's just have a look at a little picture of what these programs are and where you might want to use them as well. So this is the 3 programs available to you on the Icon detector. You've got your field program, your beach and surf program, and your park program as well. Moving on to the Icon X, you can see that we now have more options, more configurations for you. You've got the field program with the addition of the trashy field program, now a forest program, park, wet beach and surf. So you have much more flexibility in terms of where you can use the Icon X, but of course it is adjustable as well. Now, can you explain to everyone watching what's the sort of difference between the field program or say the trashy field program? Is that just sort of customized settings inside of the control unit?
There is some settings you could change. We want to keep it simple, so you could change some settings, but every program has been made to be simple to use. So yes, if you are on a field, just select the field program and go detect. Trashy field, if you are on a busy field. Forest, if you are on the forest, it's like the name. Park, the same. We have some settings which is adapted for this environment. Wet beach and surf sorry, are the two main beach programs. So yes, wet beach is for yes, it's all round. But quite sensitive program. Beach and surf, it's really to be with this program you will be able to go on any beaches, including the surf, including in the water. Yes, it will be an all-round program for every wet environment.
Yeah, perfect. And I'm sure every beach detectorist appreciates the fact that you can get this amazing stability even in the surf, so that it's not getting in the way of finding those nice targets. So just moving on to the last picture here, we have the settings menu. Now this is available across both Icon and Icon X, and you can see some of the customizations that you can make to the specific program that you're making. Anyone that's familiar with the XP Deus 2 will also be familiar with some of these as well. So you have your tones, and this is essentially where you can change the amount of tones that you hear, whether it's 1, 2, 3 tones, full tones. You have your discrimination and notch, your iron volume, what frequency you want to use, whether it's up to 40 kilohertz fast multi-frequency or mono frequency. You can change your audio type as well. Do you just want to quickly remind us what audio types are included in the Icon and Icon X, Sylvain?
Yes, we try to sum up all the part of all the audio settings we make available on the Deus 2. So we name it audio type, but it includes plenty of things, and you just simply choose from 1 to 3 for the Icon and 1 to 6 for the Icon X. So you will recognize, if you are a Deus 2 user, the PWM audio type, the square audio type, and some other features included in this audio type setting.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And also we have reactivity as well. So all of those are easily findable with the button that you see, right in front of you. And I must admit that using the Icon and the Icon X for a considerable amount of time and navigating myself through the menu, it's just so easy, isn't it? I can't kind of emphasize how easy and simple it is to use, even to the point where, you want to sort of adjust the sensitivity or something like that. It's usually just one button away, which I find a real pleasure actually to use as well. So perfect. Thank you for that, Sylvain. That's a great roundup, and we've looked at audio types as well, which is perfect. Next up, I am going to be happy to say that we are joined by a very special guest tonight, other than, of course, the Oracle, which is Sylvain. Now, don't forget, this is completely live. As you've seen, right, I've disappeared and come back, so we have no control over what happens, but we can absolutely try our best to make sure that this goes through to the correct person, because joining us tonight is everyone's favourite New Yorker. and I believe that he's also on the beach as well. So hopefully we can get hold of the man and the one and only Merrill Kazanjian. So let's see if Merrill is going to join us, and hopefully the connection is stable, and hopefully this goes well. But he's on the beach and he's using the icon for the very first time. Hello, Merrill. Are you there?
Hey, Michael, how are you, my friend?
I am very well, thank you. Yeah. So I see you're on the beach. I hope you're wearing your Bermuda shorts and Hawaiian shirt.
We are celebrating today. It's been a very cold winter. I've got my Bermuda shorts on, and we're celebrating this being the first day in the 80s in New York. It's really hot.
Yeah, I hear it's been pretty cold out there recently, so it's good to see you've got the sandals and shorts on, and you're rocking the look.
Yes.
Most importantly, you're using the new XP Icon X. What's your first thoughts on the new detector, Merrill?
Oh, I am enjoying this. It has that Deus 2 feel. I like some of the new features. I mean, I love that there is something right up here for the clip. I did not bring my wire. This is the one situation where you would add a wire to the Deus 2. And I forgot that today, but it's silent. It's really good.
No diving for you today.
When you go over, yeah. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I just said no diving for you today.
No diving for me today. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, is there anything about the machine that stands out for you initially? I mean, you talked about the weight, but anything else?
The weight is really good. It's striking with the coil. This is really interesting. Watch this.
Wow, that's really high.
XP trademark. I'll never forget when I tried the Deus for the first time too. It was up by the box, the remote, and same thing with this. This is a really, really strong start.
That's good. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. I must admit, the weight is very impressive. When you pick the machine up to begin with, it's hard to imagine that actually it's a metal detector that can find all of these things. Oh, here we go.
This is going to be my first target.
It's the infamous gold coin we've been waiting for, isn't it, Merrill?
Well, it's ringing up more like silver, but let's see. I have a feeling, that it's clad, but...
Wow.
The similarity between the two.
We live in hope. We live in hope.
So, pinpointer too. We got to go the old-fashioned way. Here we go.
Here we go. What have we got?
We are proud owners of a brand new dime, 2000 plus.
You're a dime up. I mean, hey, that's a dime you didn't have before you went to the beach. So,
free surprises. That's metal detecting for you.
Every day's a good day when you come home with more money than you had originally.
Absolutely.
So you've been using it a little time. So it's important for us to tell everyone actually that this is Merrill's very first time using the XP icon. So I really wanted to kind of catch him on location, and we're really happy for you to kind of join in with the live show in this way. It's a shame obviously you can't kind of be on the show tonight, but you're here in body on location on the beach giving us your first impressions of what this machine can do. So you've tried a couple of programs. What program are you using at the moment, Merrill?
So right now, and this is very intuitive, I was able to sync the my headphones and also do a quick update last night. I'm doing the beach program. I knew right away it's right here to move the programs. I have a beach wet.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I can see you've got your sandals on. What's the chances of you heading down to a little bit of the surf so that we can kind of hear how the detector acts in some of the water, and hopefully we can hear how stable and quiet it is?
There we go. I'm taking. Oh, that's cold. I'm taking one for the team here, but
Yeah, I'd be worried if it was hot.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nice and quiet. This is the more challenging part of the beach because you get, sand is eroded rocks and, you get a lot of magnetic stuff down here and it could be very loud and chirpy, but nice and quiet. But again, I come to expect this from XP. I knew that this was going to be a great machine. Oh,
Yeah.
we got something here.
We've got something. This is going to be diamond ring number 5.
Well, I tell you, it's got an interesting ring up right here. I'm
Cool.
hopeful.
Let's give it a dig. Maybe we can be your lucky charm for today. Live
Yeah.
on the show, you get something good. But hey, if it's another dime, then that's 2 dimes that you're going home with that you didn't have originally.
For sure. Let's get down to the water. We got it. Whatever it is.
At least it's not snowing, Meryl. I heard it's been snowing recently, so to see the sun out... Oh, hey, check it out. I saw something there.
I just got everybody's favorite target in the world. Yep.
It's a
This
ring
is an
pull.
older one.
Absolutely.
But, right
Yeah.
now it's a very sandy beach.
Mm-hmm,
These tend to show up when the beach is really sandy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, actually, aluminium ring pulls are always going to come in as good targets. So that's a target anyone's going to dig. So that could have been anything at all. Listen, Meryl, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for joining into the show tonight and showing everyone your first thoughts, your first impressions on the XP Icon X. Just before we let you go, is there anything you want to say, anything you want to add for everyone that's listening?
No, I just, this is really cool. I think that people are going to love this. I'll be there next time with you and looking forward to that. And thank you everybody for watching.
Awesome, Meryl. Well, listen, if you do get that gold coin or whatever, then feel free to give me a text and you can come straight back on the show and show everyone what you found. But good luck, buddy. And thanks very much.
Sounds good. Thank you, my friend. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
There you go. There was Meryl Kazanjian live on the beach in New York, cleaning up all of those ring pulls. So if you go to the beach in New York and you want to find some ring pulls, then blame Meryl because he has found all of them. Really good first impression by Meryl there, actually, wasn't it, Sylvan?
Yes,
good to see it in action as well. Obviously, there was no noise in the surf, so he was using the beach surf mode on the Icon X, and it was just so quiet, wasn't it? It was almost perfect for him to do some recoveries in.
Yes. Regarding tests which have been made, yes, it's really stable, and yes, it's even me. I'm quite amazed by that.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks again for Meryl for joining in to the shows this evening. But we don't just have Meryl, we also have another special guest as well. Now, he's called Cedric, and he is a very sort of prominent French content creator, and he also works with XP as well. So I think without further ado, we should bring Cedric on because he has very kindly recorded some amazing clips on the beach and done some tests for us with the Icon. So we've got some more footage to show you, thanks to Cedric, and we'll bring him on first and then we can play his clips. Bonjour, Cedric.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy
Thank you
for
coming. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, and of course recording the clips for us to play as well with the Icon. That's much appreciated. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Cedric's clips, and he is on the beach using the Icon X, and he's going to show us a little bit about kind of the usage and some of the features and settings of the Icon X. And Sylvain, if you're happy to do a little bit of talking through for everybody as well, that would be great.
What could be good it is if Cedric wants to comment his own video in French, and I could translate it if you want. Is it okay for you?
Sounds good for me.
My English is not...
No, but parle en français, il n'y a pas de souci, comme ça on pourra un petit peu faire plaisir à la communauté française. So yes, we will translate, we will have a bit of chat with English and French.
Okay.
And, yes.
Oui. Okay, well, let's go straight into Cedric's first video. So I'll let the video play, and yeah, if you guys want to describe what's happening in more detail, that would be great.
Ok.
Tu peux commenter, Cédric, si tu veux.
Allez, d'accord. Donc là, on a une bague en or de 18 carats qui fait 1,5 g que j'enterre en environ 25 cm.
Gold ring, 1.5 gram, about 25 centimeters.
Wow, that's small and very deep.
And you compare two programs. Tu compares deux programmes, c'est bien ça?
Exactement. Je ne parlais pas justement pour qu'on écoute le son. Voilà, donc pour expliquer, j'ai comparé le programme plage surf, en fait, le plage dans les vagues, ainsi que le programme plage humide. Donc le plage humide que l'on retrouve uniquement sur l'Icon X est légèrement plus sensible, ce qui fait que sur cette bague en or, il sonnera plus fort.
So yes, we have he compared two programs, P5 and P6. P5, which is only available on the Icon X, which is wet beach, and beach and surf, the P6. And as you can hear, the P5, which is more sensitive, have a stronger signal on the gold ring. Just to remind, 1.5 gram at about 25 centimeters.
That's crazy. I'm sorry, I have to stop you because 1.5 grams is 20 centimeters, which is 12 inches. It's insane, isn't it? To find something that small, that delicate on the beach. What a great job! What a result for the machine.
Yeah, and even the P6, which is beach and surf, which is the most general program, could pick up. It's faint, it's lighter compared to the program 5, but it could pick up. Hein, Cédric, c'est ça, avec le 5 tu le prends bien, mais avec le 6 tu le prends quand même, quoi, en fait.
Great stuff. So let's move on. Pardon. Let's move on to the next clip. This is going to show us the bottle cap, and I watched this clip earlier and I was like, that's just perfect. So if you're a beach detectorist, or even if you're out in the fields, have a look at what this machine can do, because it's really, really cool. So let's play that one now. Again, Sylvain, if you want to help out people watching.
Oh, I let Cédric comment in French and I translate. Cédric, if you want. Cédric, si tu veux commenter, n'hésite pas, je te dis.
Donc nous sommes sur le programme 1, programme chant. Donc j'ai enterré une monnaie, elle sonne. La capsule à côté de bouteille. Elle sonne également, mais avec un son dégradé. Et là, je viens de passer en programme parc. Et la capsule ne sonne plus, alors que la monnaie sonne toujours. En fait, il y a le bottle caps qui est bien activé. Et il reste silencieux sur la capsule de bouteille.
So yes, Cédric, compare one ring which is buried and one bottle cap on the surface. And first, he passed over the 2 targets with program 1. With the program 1, which is the general program, you could hear both targets. And after that, he passed over the 2 targets with the park program, which have the bottle cap activated, the bottle cap filter. And with this program, the good targets ring and the bottle cap is totally silent.
Yeah, that's a really important feature to mention, actually, is the fact that you can push out trash, and that, of course, is one of the benefits of using it in that type of environment. And am I right in saying that that program is available on both detectors, Sylvain, or is it just the Icon X?
Yes, both the park program is available on both detectors as well as the general program. Les deux programmes que teste Cédric, donc le parc et le général, sont disponibles tous les deux sur Icon et sur Icon X, dans tous les cas.
Perfect. Well, thank you for that. We've just got one more video to go through from Cedric, and that's going to show us a little bit about the machine and also going through some of the menus and programs as well. So let's play that now. And Cedric, if you want to tell us what you're doing, that would be great.
Cédric, si tu veux commenter.
Oui. Alors, extrêmement léger. Ensuite, là, je vais l'allumer tout simplement et montrer en fait qu'il y a 6 programmes sur l'Icon X.
So very lightweight, and it just demonstrates the 6 program from the Icon X.
Voilà, en fait, ce qu'il y a de génial avec l'Icon et l'Icon X, c'est que vous l'allumez, vous sélectionnez le programme en correspondance avec votre terrain et vous détectez.
So what is great with this detector is you just have to select your terrain. You select your program for adapt to your terrain, and you go detect. That's all.
Donc là, en fait, je m'aventure justement dans les vagues et on se rend compte qu'il est extrêmement silencieux. Et là, je me suis...
So as you can hear, on the surf zone, it's really silent, except when there is a target, like this one.
Donc évidemment, c'est un éclaireux, mais c'est une tirette d'aluminium.
Ring cool, but in fact, good target.
Donc ce qu'il y a de vraiment excellent sur les programmes là, c'est qu'on a un son qui est associé, qui est assez agressif, qui va faire un bon contraste entre le silence du détecteur au balayage et lorsque l'on a une cible.
Cedric really loved the pitch sound on the beach program, which offer a good contrast between the external sound, the quiet sound from the detector when you operate it, and there is a strong signal when you've got a target with it.
Donc là, nous avions 10 centimes d'euros.
So yes, 10 cents euro on the second target. Third target.
Donc ce que je tiens à signaler, c'est que vous avez vu que le disque tape dans les vagues. Et avec le choc, le détecteur reste silencieux.
So Cedric wants to highlight the fact that when the coil hits the waves, he stayed totally silent.
Là, on a un autre monnaie, 1 euro.
1 euro for this next target.
Ouais, qui a passé un petit peu de temps dans l'eau de mer, hein, on voit qu'elle est assez oxydée.
So it's an old 1 euro because it's quite used. I don't.
Corroded, yeah.
Corroded. Thank you, Michael.
Donc, si vous le constatez, si on écoute bien la vidéo, le détecteur, l'Icon X, ne sonne uniquement que sur la cible. Il ne sonne pas ailleurs.
So if you hear carefully, you will notice that yes, the detector will ring only on target, not for the wave or for the environment.
Donc là, je procède à un changement de disque pour voir si on peut trouver des cibles plus petites et ça se fait extrêmement rapidement. Et c'est le disque du D2 FMF.
So
HF.
Cedric demonstrates the fact that yes, the icon is indeed compatible with the HF2, the same coil as the DS2. It's not a prototype. It's a stock coil. And yes, indeed, it works.
Yes. Même avec le disque HF2, il reste très silencieux.
Even with the HF2, it's really stable even in the stuff area.
Vous voyez qu'il est extrêmement agressif le son pour une petite cible.
Very punchy sound on this target.
Donc là, nous avons affaire à une petite boucle d'oreille avec une petite chaîne accrochée en argent.
Yes, it's a little earring with a little chain attached.
In silver.
In silver, yes.
Perfect. What a great. Oh, Cedric's disappeared, but we have his background anyway. But yeah, what a great example of using the Icon and the Icon X on the beach. We've had two great examples there. Meryl finding a ring pull and Cedric finding a ring pull as well. But as we know, ring pulls are viable targets, so you do have to dig them out. And it was really impressive to see how quickly you could just change onto that HF2 coil as well. Knowing that it's fully compatible, you can carry it in your backpack, and when you want that extra bit of information from the ground or a bit more precision, you can just pull out that HF2 coil, put it on and pair it, and you're good to go. And Cedric very kindly showed us how quick and simple that actually is. So Cedric,
yes,
thank you.
Just to translate for the French, so donc comme l'a dit Michael, pour le coup il nous a montré avec cet extrait que l'icon même avec un HF2 reste très stable effectivement à la plage, et que effectivement il a un très beau son, et qu'en plus voilà, il y a avec la démonstration de la versatilité de la polyvalence du détecteur, qui peut effectivement piloter aussi un disque HF2 et comme je l'ai dit, tous les disques de l'écosystème Deus 2.
Ouais.
Voilà.
Très impressionnant, très stable et très précis. Alors je rajoute une chose, le fait qu'il soit léger permet déjà de détecter plus longtemps et surtout d'être extrêmement précis au balayage. S'il y a des cailloux, des rochers, on est vraiment très très précis pour placer le disque par rapport au sol et éviter éventuellement de choquer. Voilà.
Because of the lightweight of the detector, Cedric said that yes, it's easy to be very precise on the sweeping, and this way you could detect longer and more precisely. Merci Cédric.
Avec plaisir.
Thank you,
et
Cédric.
je suis dans les commentaires s'il y a des Français qui veulent poser quelques questions.
Voilà, typiquement, Cédric va rester avec nous dans les commentaires. Donc pour les Français, pas de souci, Cédric est là si vous voulez pour répondre à quelques questions. Il y aura quand même une session questions-réponses à la fin. Michael va le dire en anglais. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas à rester avec nous, et puis voilà, on continue. We continue in English, Michael?
Yeah, oui. Merci, Cedric. Thank you very much for coming on and showing us your videos. Yeah, see you soon. Perfect. So we've seen two videos now of the XP Icon and the Icon X in some action on the beach and in the surf, but I think it's now time to see what it can do in the fields. Now, this is a clip taken from my latest video, which is going to be on the XP channel. For anyone that missed the start of the show, the video is going to be released on the XP channel not long after this show has finished, as well as the XP Icon and Icon X manual, which is going to be available for you to go and download on the XP website. So even when this show is finished, you've still got lots of things to go and do and download and see as well. But let's play a video from a clip from the video, and hopefully we can see a little bit of action from the XP Icon in the field. So let's play this one. So as you can hear, it wasn't a very deep target, but it was certainly a viable target, and I love the way this machine locks on to targets.
Looks like this one's just turned out to be a modern coin, but we were able to pinpoint it precisely with the XP Icon, especially if we've got our MI6 pinpointer paired. Notice how when we move closer to the object, the sound becomes more consistent. We can also adjust the volume very easily by pushing the minus or plus key. So there was a target using the field program, but I just found out that this field used to be a camping spot, and so I think it's a perfect contender for the park program, which is designed for much more trashier areas. Sometimes in built-up areas or tricky environments, it's important to adjust your sensitivity up and down. Luckily, on the Icon, it's simple to do simply by pressing the minus button to go down or the plus button to go up. It goes up to a value of 25.
So using the park program, very similar to what we were saying earlier, bit discrimination, slightly different settings.
Well, looks like this is just part of an old aluminium ring pull, so it's definitely a trashy area, but it gave us a nice clear tone, and that could easily have been something gold.
So there we go. We together tonight as a team have found 3 ring pulls, which has got to be the worst luck in detecting history. But I just want to give kind of my feedback on the detector really, and my experience with it. So I've used it for quite some time obviously, and I just absolutely love the weight of the machine. As Cedric said, it just feels so nice to hold and to use, and you know, there's something to be said about a very light detector. It really does make a difference. And with the Icon, to imagine that it's even lighter than the Deus 2 is quite incredible. But actually, you know, the Deus 2 is, for me, an absolute dream to use. But then I pick up the Icon and it's just that little bit lighter, and I think, how is that even possible? But it is. And I think one of the other things I really like about the Icon, using it in the field as well, is its ability to just kind of lock on to targets really well and really precisely. And I found this with the HF2 coil. One reason I really love using that coil is because it's almost silent until you get a target, and I actually sometimes have to wave that coil in front of my spade just to go, oh yeah, it's on. But when you get a target, it's just boom, it just locks onto it, and it's so precise, and it's a pleasure to use. And I actually found a very similar experience using the Icon as well, so I was extremely impressed with it. Yeah, the video will be out after the show. Anything to add to that, Sylvan?
No, you say everything. You and Cedric. So
yeah, perfect. I think like it's easy to think, well, you know, we obviously work for XP, So we're here to kind of sell the machine, but honestly, it is a great machine, and I'm not even just kind of saying that at all. I really do think it's a wonderful machine for its price bracket, and you know, if you've got £500 or €600, we're going to go into price in a minute, in a little bit more detail, but if you've got that money to spend, or even if you haven't quite got that enough for that budget, push that little bit extra, because what you get for your money, I think, is worth its weight in gold, to coin a phrase.
And as I said, it's an investment. So if you push to this to this price, as you said, after that you access the ecosystem, and you could step by step increase and go and enhance your setup.
Yeah, I honestly do believe it's a wonderful investment, isn't it? I agree, because you can upgrade it as and when you want. If you've got money in the future and you want to upgrade to the Deus 2, which offers way more advanced features, way more customizations, and obviously it's waterproof as well, then all you have to do is just buy the Deus 2 remote and pop it on your Icon stem, and your Icon coil will work with your Deus 2 remote. And then if you want the HF2 coil in the future, or you want the 13-inch coil that the Deus 2 offers, then you can just add it step by step by step until you have essentially the package that's perfect for you, it's right for you, and that every time you go out you have complete confidence in it.
Long-term investment.
Long-term investment, short-term gain. Perfect. So we're going to move on to the next segment, and this is where we're going to talk a little bit more detail about price and availability. And there is no better person to do this other than, of course, the XP man himself, the legend that is Philip Collin. So we're going to bring Philip on now. Let's see if he's still around. Hey! Hi, Philip.
Hello,
how are you?
Philippe. Cheers.
Cheers, Philip. So, Philip, we know that you're the perfect person to come and talk to us all about price and availability. I know it's a question that's going to be on everyone's lips. When are they going to get these detectors? How much are they going to cost? Can you tell us some more?
I will call first about the most important, the availability. The product is now available. The product is available in France. They arrive in our distributor warehouse. So, just one sentence in French. Pour les clients et les personnes qui demandent dans l'Icon et l'Iconix seront disponibles en France. C'est le cas, c'est disponible. Le distributeur Maison de la Détection les a reçus hier. Commence la distribution auprès des revendeurs. Vous aurez la possibilité de les recevoir très rapidement. Ceux qui ont déjà passé des précommandes auprès de leurs revendeurs vont les recevoir, on va dire, courant de la semaine prochaine. De plus, il y en aura pour tout le monde. Nous avons prévu une grosse quantité pour la France. Let's talk now about the other country. About European country, I mean Germany, Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Republic, Poland, etc. All the products are leaving now XP at the moment I'm speaking, and the product will arrive in the different warehouses next week. So every country will have a decent quantity to start, and in the next weeks we will ship more and more, so everybody will be able to buy the Icon in Europe by the end of May, beginning of June, let's say that. For the other country, the overseas, as we are calling them, so USA, China, Australia, South of America, all the distributors already sent us orders. We are now shipping orders by sea everywhere, and I think that the availability will be from July in USA, in China, in Australia, in all these kind of countries. The distributors will receive the product in the beginning of July. Let's say beginning of July. Maybe some will be lucky and will receive it in the end of June, but let's say beginning of July, it will be more accurate,
available.
I would say.
Yeah.
About the product that will be available. So the 4 model of the Icon remote control, let's call it Icon RC, the Icon full with the WSA ST stereo headphones, not this one. And then the Icon X RC and the Icon X with the WSA ST. I saw some question about coil remote control. Thank you, Sylvain. About the different devices that will be or not available. Yes, everything will be available. We want that those two owner can find a coil, can find the remote, and will be able to buy them to test and try, maybe as a backup, or to try the Icon if he wants to try the Icon. So every device will be separately available as soon as the distributor will order them. No problem at all to find this product. About the price now, let's say I will not talk about the dollar, I will not talk about pound or other currencies. I will just talk about euro, and everybody will make the conversion with the exchange rate from his country. Let's talk sales tax included. So the Icon RC, so the more affordable configuration, the Icon RC, so the stem from the Icon coil and remote control. The price is 499 euros. Donc le prix pour l'Icon le plus simple, l'Icon avec le disque, la canne et la télécommande, 499 euros TTC. About the Icon with the WSA ST, we made a discount for the release of the product, and the Icon with the WSA ST, the price is 599 euro. The Icon X with the remote control, so Icon X now, we changed from Icon to Icon X. The Icon X without headphone is 599 euro. And the Icon X with the WSA ST headphones, the wireless ST headphone, Sylvain. Thank you.
There you go.
699. So the full version, the most complete version with the full software option available is 699 euro. Multi-frequency, 5 meters waterproof, lightest metal detector in the world. Do not forget that you can use the Icon with the remote control in your pocket or in your arm with the XP case. And like this, the detector is the lightest that we ever made, 710 grams. 700 grams is almost the half from the competitors. You will have something very, 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 very light. You will go fast. You will find more in the same amount of time. So that's for the prices. That's for the availability.
Just to very quickly reiterate on something that you said, because I think it's very important. So what you're saying is that there's €100 difference between getting the Icon and then getting the Icon with the WSA ST headphones, and then if you want to get the Icon X, you just spend another €100 and you can have it with the WSA ST headphones as well, which I'm not the best mathematician, but that is surely a great price, because that's cheaper than buying a set of headphones, right?
Yeah, definitely. The headphones separately is 150 euro. So if you buy the complete bundle, you save 50 euro. So 50 euro on a, let's say, 500 euro machine, it's 10% discount. So it's already a good price for a release.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's really, really good. Very impressive indeed. Yeah. Sorry, carry on, Philip.
I will just take the opportunity to talk to distributors. You already have a lot of pre-orders. You already buy to us big quantities. Next week, call me and do not hesitate. We will fulfill all the quantity you need. Just call me and we will find arrangements to ship to you the quantity you need. Stop about the allocation. We will fulfill your wishes.
Wow.
What a result.
What a
Yeah,
good news.
absolutely. What good news. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Yeah, thank you for that, Philip. I'm not even a distributor and I'm impressed. So great. Great news.
I just want to add something about the firmware.
Yeah.
As you know, the Deus 2 now is working with the 4.1 version. This version is not compatible with Icon devices. But next week, we will release the 4.2 version for the Deus 2. And this version will open the whole compatibility with the whole Icon devices, whatever the coil or something else. And because of this, because of the same reason, when you will receive your Icon, if you buy the Icon without the headphones, and you buy separately your headphones, the headphones are coming from the Deus 2 ecosystem. So you will need to update the headphones to the 4.2 version, and then it will be compatible with the Icon. But of course, if you buy the Icon with the headphones together, the same bundle, everything will be paired and work immediately.
Yeah, that's actually a really important bit of advice, actually. Sylvan, please carry on.
About that, yes. Tomorrow, when the first customer will receive their Icon, we will make available the 4.2 version for WSAST as a first version to let customer with these headphones to update them to be compatible with their Icon if they have. So tomorrow we will release 4.2 version only for the WSAST headphones.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
WSA XL.
XL.
Yes, WSAST and WSA XLST. Yes,
yeah,
thanks.
That's important to note that except the BH01, except the experimenter, everything from the Deus 2 is compatible with the Icon. So if someone prefers the big ear
over-ear headphones,
over-ear headphones, the WSA XLST headphones, it will be compatible with the Icon. No problem. You can buy the both. You will just need to update the headphone to the 4.2 version to get the compatibility with your Icon. That's it, as Sylvain explained. So from tomorrow, not next week. Another good news.
From tomorrow, you heard it here first.
Yeah, it starts. We will release the main 4.2 version, as you said.
Yeah, for
Excellent.
the remote. Yeah.
For the remote and W6 and W6ST as well.
Okay, perfect. I'm aware that we are running slightly over time, and I think one of the most important parts and why a lot of people have been hanging around is because they probably want to ask us some questions. So let's move into the questions straight away and have a look. So we've got, is the arm stem becoming carbon fiber too? Philip, you're jumping right in. Go for it. It's not going to be carbon fiber.
It's gonna be. We definitely prefer to keep the flexibility of the armrest.
I agree.
So not.
Yeah. It makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any idea when they are available in the UK shops?
I just talked with a UK manager this afternoon about this topic. We already shipped to UK 1 week, maybe 10 days ago, the first batch, the first shipment. But regarding the new custom rules with the Brexit, UK shops will have to wait 1 or 2 weeks more. But we are confident that in something like in between 1 and 2 weeks, it will be available.
Yeah, that's good news. Is the XP Deus 2 still the flagship detector? Yeah, it absolutely is. It really is. Don't get me wrong, the Icon and the Icon X, if you've got that amount of money to spend, is a formidable machine. It really is. But for me, if I had both on the wall and I was going to go out detecting, I think I would probably still choose the DS2 if I'm honest, and I have done, and that's the truth. Do the Icon X have an XY discrimination graphic?
No, the display can't manage to have an XY screen as precise as the DS2. So
Icon is an iconic display with just icon on the display, not point like the DS2 display, and that's why it's not possible to have the XY discrimination graphic on the Icon.
Yeah,
and it's not the meaning. It's not the goal of this detector.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, again, if you want the XY screen, that's what the XP DS2 is there for, those slightly advanced settings that give you the extra benefit. Does the Icon and Icon X have new stereo sounds? Yes, it absolutely does. Yeah.
Yes. We have included some morphing effects, slight morphing effects into the Icon and Icon X sound.
Yeah, and if you want a preview of that, that's actually going to be on my video, which I think is already released or released very soon after the show. Can you put the coils from the DS2 onto the Icon?
As we demonstrate.
not only the HF2 coil, but also the 9-inch, the 11-inch, the 13 by 11.
Yeah, the whole range. The MI6 pinpointer can be paired. Literally everything you have other than the Extreme Hunter can connect into our ecosystem, and you can build up a whole repertoire of things to use in the right conditions. Custom programs. Can you do your own programs? Yeah.
Yes. You could have one custom program for one factory program. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Icon, you can have 3 custom programs. Icon X, you can have 6 custom programs.
Correct.
Will there be a HF3 coil for the Icon, or are we just sticking to the HF2? What's wrong with the HF2, right? That
exactly. What
amazing. Yeah.
Why HF3 when the HF2 is?
It's so good.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, if you. What would you want the HF3 coil to be? I would be really interested to know what you want it to be, because, as I said, the HF2 for me is a really great coil. So, good question, but we have the HF2. Will there be an adapter cable to use other headphones besides the bone conductor ones?
So, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You've just frozen, but that's fine.
Yeah. Yes, but it's not the question. The question is about the bone conduction. So the BH connected to the remote of the Icon, and as I said before, we have devices which are not compatible with the Icon. The BH01, which is true, it's a good question from this customer, and the Extreme Hunter. But we will come with a BH02 with an USB-C connector that will be compatible with the USB-C connector from the Icon. So this USB connector on the remote to charge the remote control, and also able to be plugged with the BH02 to get the phone on your jaws to hear the sound underwater.
And you have also the option to plug any wired headphones if you want.
Yeah.
Of course.
Jack 3.5 millimeter with the special adapter on the USB-C for the Icon.
Yeah, D099. Yeah. So the next question is, can you adjust the max frequency? I guess this question stems from the DS2, where of course you can adjust the max frequency. Sylvain, do you want to answer this one?
As I said, regarding the multi-frequency operation, it will be all automatic. So no max frequency settings, all automatic.
All automatic. Okay, perfect. Makes it nice and simple, right?
Yes, it's the goal.
When will these be available in the United States? So Philip has already answered this, but Philip, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm
perfect.
still there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with my camera, but it doesn't
If
matter.
you want to give
Yep.
our friends over in the States a rough estimate as to when they can possibly expect their units to be available in stores.
Yeah, from what I know, I think that the full container we shipped to USA for the first batch, only the first batch, will arrive in USA in early July, maybe late June, but let's say early July. It's accurate, I think.
Yeah, perfect. What I would say with that is that if you're interested in getting one, get your name down on a pre-order list as fast as possible, because I'm sure they're going to be very popular.
Yeah,
The next question
we
is...
already get a huge quantity of pre-orders from USA. Huge.
Yeah. Next question is, can I run a higher single frequency if HF2 coil is attached to the icon? So that's a really good question.
Yes,
Yeah.
Indeed. So yes, you could go up to, as I remember, for the icon with the HF2 in mono frequency operation, single frequency operation. Sorry, you could go up to around 90 kilohertz in mono frequency, in single frequency, and with the Iconics you go up to 120, like the DS2.
Compared to each other performance-wise. Now, it's an interesting question because, of course, it's easy to assume that because the coil is light and it's, a different weight to the DS2, is it as good? I'll quite happily say that I've gone out detecting with the DS2 and the Icon, and I haven't really noticed a huge difference in terms of performance, if I'm honest with you. And as I said previously, earlier on in the live show, I quite like the fact that the Icon is quite sort of stable as well, and I think it might be like that because it's just a more simplistic way of detecting. But Sylvan, I don't know if you have anything to add to that whatsoever.
Yeah. In fact, just let me read. Does the Icon give the same frequency MAC when connected to the DS2?
The DS2.
It will be simple because it will be more simple. Yes,
similar.
Not similar, but it will be more simple compared to the FMF coil.
Yeah.
So you can't choose frequency max when you connect an Icon coil on the DS2. You can't choose the frequency max. You could just adjust the frequency shift. And regarding the second part of the question, how does both compare to performance? Yes, what you said. In fact, there is a slightly difference between the two coils. That's why we maintain them in store. The 11-inch coil from the Icon is slightly less perform. What do you what could you say that
there is a slightly less performance level?
Yes,
yeah,
a little, very little.
Okay, perfect. So the next question is, can we buy the Icon RC individually? And the answer to that is absolutely you can.
Yes.
In fact, you can buy the RC, you can buy the coil, you can buy the stem, just like you can with the DS2, right, Philip?
Exactly. And the price for the Icon remote control will be $299 and $349 for the Icon X. And some country already order some RC separately done from the bundle, so it will be available very, very soon. Just ask your local dealer and they will order to us.
Great stuff. So I think we've got enough time for one more question, which is 4.2, is it more features for the DS2 or is it just compatibility for the Icon? Another great question, really. Is it going to change anything if you're currently using the DS2 on 4.1, or is it going to be exactly the same, but just give you that compatibility with Icon coils and accessories?
I just want to take the opportunity to talk about updates. So, to answer this question really short, default, yes, it just add the compatibility with the icon, but we always fix plenty of things. We always improve reliability. So the latest version you have, the best it is. I don't know if it's a good manner to say that in English, but
yeah, the latest version is always the best version. Is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to buy an icon, or if you don't want to add some new elements to your own ecosystem, and if you already own Deus 2, for example, it is always good to update, because the latest update is the more stable.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that as well that even though slight things are maybe solved or done better, does it mean that your favorite programs are they going to work different? No, they're not. They're exactly the same as before, unless there are huge advancements in the firmware. I'm correct in saying that, right, Sylvain? In terms of programs, should be exactly the same as before.
We just improve. If we change really something, we say that. But mainly, we always try to improve. We fix some small bugs, but we try to improve plenty of things. And really, yes, it's. I have seen so many questions about, yes, the best version is a very low version, and no, we don't. We how to say that?
We never release a bad version.
It's yes, of course, but
yeah.
We never release a version which cuts the performance, which lowers the performance. We always try to improve. We don't want to reduce. We are not. It's not our philosophy to have some obsolescence, programmed obsolescence in English,
restrictions. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So yes, we just want to improve the product. That's all.
Perfect. Well, that is pretty much all the questions out the way, and of course all the segments out the way as well. I just want to take the opportunity to thank absolutely everybody that's joined onto the show today. We've had a really big audience, and the questions have been absolutely amazing as well. I want to thank Sylvain here for joining me as co-host as always. Thank you for your knowledge. The Oracle is his name. Oracle is his nature. So yeah, we really appreciate you, Sylvain, for coming on. Thank you very much. And
My
of
pleasure.
course, to Cedric as well for coming on and recording some amazing clips for you to see. If you're joining this live show a bit late, then it will be uploaded later on to our social media platforms so that you can go back and watch it and discover it again entirely like it's a new video. I also want to thank Merrill for joining us on the beach. Hopefully he found that gold coin. He didn't text me, so you never know, it might just have been more ring pulls. But thank you very much to Merrill for joining, and of course thank you very much to Philip Collin as well. Philip, do you have anything more you want to say just to round up, or are you good?
Be iconic.
Be iconic. Yeah, be different, be iconic. You won't regret it. It really is a wonderful metal detector, and we are so confident that you're going to go out there and enjoy using this product just as much as we are. So that is it for the live show. We have overrun, even though we tried our very best to keep it around an hour, but we wanted to get those questions in at the end for each and every one of you as well. So again, wherever you are watching in the world, thank you for getting involved in the live stream. We will try to make this a regular occurrence when we've got something that we want to share with you, and obviously you can experience new information and we can learn together. I have been Michael Eakers. I really appreciate it, and of course when we see you again, hopefully it won't be a very long be different, be iconic, go and experience it. And yeah, we'll see you very soon. Thank you.